here with Beaver Builder. Now, these sites are not hosted out on a web server, they're on my local machine, so they're both in the same exact environment, having the same exact load placed on them. So let me show you Elementor quickly. So I'm going to go to the pages here and let me just create a new page. Okay, so I'm going to call this Test Speed. I'm going to click on Edit with Elementor, and I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about in terms of speed. So with Elementor, whenever you change anything in Builder, it immediately reflects. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I wanted to go to add a heading right here, and I wanted to change some of the text, I could go here, and you can see I got rid of the T, and it immediately disappeared. See how fast this is? It's immediate. Just like that. Now, where a lot of time is consumed is not really typing out a headline and seeing how it's looking. It's more in styling, and whenever you want to change anything with style in Elementor, everything's instantaneous. But that's where you're going to spend most of your time. So if I want to change it from an H2 to an H1, you saw that was instantaneous. If I want to change something else, it's instantaneous. If I go into style and I want to change the color, you can see it changing like that, and it's all immediate. Okay, if I want to tweak the topography, I can go in here and I can just go ahead and pick something different, and it's all instantaneous, just like that. I can change my letter spacing. What you see is what you get immediately. Now let's see what it's like in Beaver Builder. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to create a new page, and I'll name it the same. Right there. Okay. And now I'm going to go into the Builder. And I haven't used this yet, so let me just go to No Thanks. Let me go to Cancel. And I'm going to throw in a quick row, and I'm going to do a heading. Let's just do a heading because I did a heading in the last one. So right here, I can go ahead and enter. And it's going to be the same, where when I'm changing the text, everything is in real time, just like that. But where you really see it is when you want to change the style. So if I want to change the color, you see how I'm doing this, and it's not changing. And I go like this, and then it changes. So I'm not seeing this instantaneous change. You saw that little bit spinning there next to text color, and that's what I'm talking about with speed. Every little style change that you want to make with Beaver Builder, you have to wait for some form of a refresh. And you know, I'm developing this right now. You see I'm on my local machine, so it's going to be faster. But if you actually have this site on a web host, it's going to be slower for the mere fact that it's there and you are where you are. So that is going to get really frustrating really quick. So if I want to change my alignment, I click center. It's not quite as instantaneous. Let me reset that. If I change the H1, see I just changed it to an H1, we got the spinning, and then you see it. And every style change is going to be like that. So when you are actually building a page using the Builder, I find that I prefer the experience much more in Elementor because it's instantaneous. See, it's so quick, it's instant. But in Beaver Builder, everything has to refresh. So in terms of speed, it's going to definitely be a win for Elementor Pro compared to Beaver Builder. However, I do want to say Beaver Builder has a new version that's going to come out later this year, and I don't know if they're going to make strides in changing that. Something tells me, though, with that update, it won't really make that much of an improvement on this issue. However, I could be wrong. So the next thing that I want to look at is modules. That is really the bread and butter of these page builders, is these modules that it comes with. So on Beaver Builder, when I click Add Content, we have this set of basic modules, and we have these advanced modules that are available. And on Elementor, we have them right here, and they're different elements. So we have the standard ones right here, and then here are the Pro elements that come with Elementor. Now I have to also give the win when it comes to the modules to Elementor Pro. Let me show you Elementor Pro's website here, and it highlights some of these Pro elements, and I want to kind of show you how these are not in Beaver Builder, or they're very much lacking in Beaver Builder, and there isn't a comparison of the two. So for instance, posts and portfolio, you do have this ability to show your posts or custom post types in both of these page builders. However, the one that comes with Elementor is leaps and bounds more advanced and more feature rich than what you're able to do with Beaver Builder to show off your content. And there's just so many styles. I mean, it's just mind-boggling what you can do with it. Live form editor. So essentially, you can build the most amazing forms with Elementor Pro. Now, there's nothing great about that, right? You can get Ninja Forms, which is free, and you can build your form with that if you want. Now, the difference is with Elementor Pro, you can actually have a visual styling of that form. It's the only form visual styler that I have ever seen, and it is by far the most powerful contact form plugin I've seen in terms of being able to style it and have full control over the style. You're not going to even come close to this in Beaver Builder, and actually in Beaver Builder it's more of a basic contact form, and it doesn't even come close to the power that comes in Elementor Pro of building a contact form with all the different options that you may want, checkboxes, radio boxes, drop downs, and all that. You don't actually have any of that in Beaver Builder, but you do get a basic contact. Let me see if I can just show you real quick to give you an idea. So here I am here, and here's the contact form in Beaver Builder, and you can see right here there's these fixed fields: name, subject, email, phone, and you know, that's pretty much it. You get a success action right here. You can style out your button a little bit, but it's still going to be pretty much similar, and add reCAPTCHA. Let me click on save. So this is your contact form that you're getting out of Beaver Builder. Let's take a look at Elementor right here, and it's going to be one of these pro elements that we see right here, form, and I'm going to just drag and drop it right there. And let me get rid of my headline actually. Alright, so here is the form, and when you, at first glance, when you drop it in, you think, oh, it's not much difference, except I can go here and I can start creating as many fields as I want. They could be different types of fields, and you see there's a nice long list of options that you have here. And then you can do the same thing with the submit button and your email options, but where the power is going to be is in the style right here. You can make this look however you want to make this look. It is so amazing. Everything can be perfectly styled. Now, I'm not going to do it any kind of justice in this video, but when you're on Elementor's page, you can see right here these form styles in the back. It is just the most gorgeous forms that you've ever seen. You can build, you can make it look however you want, and a contact form that looks good is actually kind of important. Let me show you a contact form that I recently built in Elementor. I have it right here. I'm going to have to get out of this page real quick and show you it, but I made an entire page with Elementor Pro just to test out some of its power, and it's right here. So let me just click on view so I can show you this form I made. So here is a form that actually this whole page was designed in Elementor Pro. It took me about 40 minutes to do. I have a whole video on it, but look how beautiful this form is, and this is the same type of form that is on this website, DigitalOcean. I just wanted to show how you can take the form module that comes in Elementor, and you can make it do whatever you want, look however you want to make it look, and that's what I was demonstrating when I made this video and I made this page. But you can't even get anything near this nice with Beaver Builder for a non-developer. If you're a coder, a developer, you can go in there and you can manually write a bunch of CSS. I'm talking about manually being able to do it and style it to make it look really nice. So that right there is going to be another module benefit that you get with Elementor Pro that you're not going to have when you're using Beaver Builder. Global widget, they both have that. That's not a big deal. The ability to add custom CSS to an element, it's very nice. I've used it and it's very nice. You can add custom CSS to a page in Beaver Builder, but not to an element right in the element when you're putting it together. I do like that about Elementor, but that's not like this big selling point. Embed anywhere, they both do that. Slides, so you can actually build a slideshow with Elementor. You can't do that with Beaver Builder to the way that you can do it with Elementor. So you can use this and not have to have a slide plugin on your website. You can do it all in Elementor. There's some things about it that are a little on the basic side, I've got to say. It is great for what it is, but it's not going to be advanced like Revolution Slider or something like that. However, I'm not the biggest fan of sliders anyway. You can do a whole lot with WooCommerce if you're going to have any kind of e-commerce on your website in Elementor that you can't do in Beaver Builder. You can basically drag these elements anywhere. You can create buttons that are buy buttons that you want to put anywhere. You can pull it right out of your WooCommerce listings, and you can create some really nice things with that. Now, that's nice and all, but you can actually manually do that if you want to go. You can find out how to do it with some code, but they just make it a lot easier. Here's some pro templates, and there's more modules coming, so by the time you actually watch this video, it's very likely that more modules have come out. But let me actually just show you a couple more of those modules. Now I'm in this page, but I'll just get back into edit with Elementor, that's fine. So here's these pro elements. There's also a portfolio element there. Price list is very nice if you're making any kind of menu. You don't have anything like that in Beaver Builder, it's all manual. The price table, they both have price tables. However, the one that you get in Elementor is way more advanced of what you can do without code to style it. So when I scroll down, here's a price table that I made, and I made it to look like an existing one. You just can't do that with Beaver Builder without custom code and getting in there with some custom code. So those are the pro modules that come in Elementor that you don't see in Beaver Builder, and all of the modules that come in Elementor have a lot more styling options, so you don't have to touch code to make it look the way you want it to look or to make it stand out. One of the things I like about Elementor, and I wish it was easy to do in Beaver Builder, and that's to create drop shadow effects. I really like that. So if I was to put an image in here, here's actually an image right there. Let me just move it someplace. Let's move it right there, and then I can click on this image and I can go to style and put this box shadow right there. I really like that. So it really kind of lifts anything up off the page, and it was you saw how easy that was. You can't even really do that without getting into some custom CSS and code. So you can see you can do a lot more design things like this with Elementor. You can see me use the box shadow right here for this part of the price grid. I lifted it up, I made it larger, and then I put a little bit of box shadow behind it to lift it off the page. So in terms of modules, the Elementor by far is winning that race. Now, what is nice about Beaver Builder and why I haven't gone through changing anything I've built with Beaver Builder to Elementor, I actually don't plan on doing that anyway. Why recreate something? But with Beaver Builder, there is great support for these add-on packages that are available. So there's two of the main add-on packages. One is called Ultimate Add-ons for Beaver Builder, and you can see how I'm using it right here. I have this nice little scrolling text on my website here. This is using Ultimate Add-ons for Beaver Builder, and it's just one of the modules that it adds, and that really adds a lot of modules that Beaver Builder doesn't have. And because of that, I'm kind of sticking with Beaver Builder on my site. There's some of the things I get out of Ultimate Add-ons for Beaver Builder that I really like, and maybe if I did redesign my site at some point, I might use Elementor Pro for it, but I really like these add-on packages that I'm getting from Ultimate Add-ons for Beaver Builder. There's another one called Power Pack. I'll have links to all this down below. They're both really good add-on packages that bring lots more features. Now, of course, you're paying for that, so both of them are $69 for a 1-year license. So you are paying for adding more modules, so it's more money. But that is something that's really a plus that Beaver Builder has, is there is this third-party ecosystem where there's these add-on packages that are available to purchase that add amazing features. So on my site, I've got Beaver Builder and Ultimate add-ons for Beaver Builder, and they work out fantastic. Next, I want to look at templates. So let's take a look at the templates that Beaver Builder offers you. So I think I click on templates here, and we can just scroll down through some of them. Now, the templates are okay. To be honest, I've never really found a use for any of these templates personally. I'm sure people are using them as starting points, but I have never seen one of these templates and thought, I want to use that as a starting point. And I think that's more because the Beaver Builder side of things is more of a developer-centric type of plugin, and they might not be the best designers, where Elementor, we're going to see that in comparison here in a moment. So these are the Beaver Builder templates. They're basic. I mean, they're fine, I guess. So here's one called the Body Factory. Let's apply it to the site here, and it looks okay. It looks fine. Let's take a look at Elementor and take a look at the different templates that it has available. So I'm going to scroll down, click on Add Template, and we're going to see these templates, and you can see that these templates are gorgeous. Every single one. Like, I could see using these as a starting point. So for instance, if I was, let's take a look here, if I was a interior decorator, I could easily use this one right here. So if I click on it, it's going to pull it up, and this is a gorgeous, professionally designed template using Elementor. And I mean, you can see some amazing design features that this has. I mean, this was professionally designed, and there's just so many of them right here. Let's take a look at another one that I like. Actually, let's take a look at that restaurant one. Oh, here's one right here. Here's perfect for a restaurant. You can see that price list one, that module being used here to create this menu board right here. But you can see how you can use this as you could actually see yourself using this as a starting point if you wanted. There's an attorney template here. There's some restaurant templates here. Here's a web developer template right here for any kind of web design agency. And they're just beautiful right out of the box. So I don't want to be harsh on Beaver Builder. I just am being honest, though, that I could never see myself using any of their templates as a starting point. Yet all these ones that I see Elementor making, they're just things of beauty. I mean, they're just absolutely things of beauty. Now, I will say that these add-on developers for Beaver Builder that I was just talking about when I was comparing modules, they also include templates, and those templates are actually really nice. Ultimate add-ons and Power Pack, they both have really nice templates, and they have really made up for the gap that Beaver Builder left in them not providing the most beautiful templates, or not beautiful because that's subjective, the most useful templates. Because I've visited a lot of websites, I've never really seen anyone using any of those Beaver Builder templates, and I just couldn't see myself using it. But it's a gap that the add-on developers meet, and it's just part of that purchase. But like I said, you got to buy the add-on packages, and that's an extra $69. So in the template department,